Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news, hope you and your friends follow along. They are all sweet girls, Meemie, Zhaiyiying, Jia Yixuan, Left One, and Ma Qiuyuan. Who do you like more? At first glance, Meemie seems plucked straight out of a youth novel. Delicate features, sparkling eyes, and a smile that's permanently sunlit. She doesn't just look young, she radiates the innocence of a teenager, making everyone around her feel like they've just stepped out of middle school. Many say meeting her is like meeting the daughter they didn't know they wanted, the kind who melts your heart just by laughing. But don't let the sweet exterior fool you. Beneath that cotton candy charm is a screenwriter who crafts short dramas that hit harder than you'd expect. Her stories are sharp, emotionally layered, and dare we say addictively watchable. Just when you're convinced she's all sugar, she drops a storyline so subtly profound, you forget you ever thought of her as a kid. She writes love not as a fantasy, but as something achingly real. Her characters stumble, ache, hope, and suddenly, you're not just watching a mini-drama, you're seeing yourself. The quiet heartbreaks, the clumsy confessions, the kind of youthful yearning we thought we outgrew, she wraps them in just a few minutes. And somehow it's enough, and that's the magic. With a face that says fairy tale and a pen that writes truth, Meemie leaves you both giggling and gutted. One moment you're laughing at a quirky line, the next you're wondering when you last felt that kind of unfiltered emotion. In a world of overproduced gloss, her work feels like an honest whisper, soft, but impossible to ignore. So yes, she may look 16. But give her a few scenes, and you'll realize, this so-called child just wrote your favorite love story. At first glance, she doesn't command the room. Left one in the lineup, she doesn't have the kind of beauty that stuns you into silence. In fact, some might call her looks simple, the type you'd overlook in a crowd. But give her a second look. Then a third. And suddenly, you can't look away. There's something quietly captivating about her, a warmth that grows on you like a favorite song you didn't appreciate the first time. Especially when she smiles, it's not just charming, it's contagious. The kind of smile that feels like catching a piece of cotton candy in the wind, unexpected, light, and inexplicably sweet. Her eyes curve like crescents when she laughs, and somehow, everything around her softens. But the real surprise? Her on-screen magic. Despite her understated looks, she's been paired with some of the most striking male leads in the short drama industry, men whose visuals are sharp enough to stop scrolls. And yet, standing beside them, she doesn't fade. She amplifies them. There's an effortless chemistry, a kind of harmony that makes you believe in every romance she portrays. No matter the genre, no matter the co-star, she blends in perfectly and elevates the pairing. In the process, fans have dubbed her the queen of versatility and the male god magnet, not for scandal or hype, but because she simply brings out the best in every collaboration. And perhaps that's the greatest power of all, not to dazzle at first sight, but to linger in the heart long after the scene fades. She's not the kind of beauty that burns bright, she's the one that stays. Jia Yixuan has the kind of face that makes you pause, not because it demands attention, but because it invites it. With her soft round cheeks and wide, sparkling eyes, she gives off a glow of innocence that feels almost cinematic. There's something disarming about her, gentle, approachable, with just the right dash of mischief. She doesn't look like she'd stir trouble, but you'd be wrong to think she's all sweetness, because behind that doll-like charm is a sharp, intuitive actress with serious range in an industry that churns out rising stars by the hour. Jia Yixuan stands out not for chasing the spotlight, but for earning it. While her appearance might whisper girl next door, her performances speak volumes, and they shout versatility. Whether she's playing the quirky best friend, the ambitious underdog, or the quietly fierce heroine, she slips into character like it's second nature. You don't catch her acting, you just believe, and that's why she's skyrocketed through the short drama scene. What's fascinating is how she balances softness with spark. She can be playful one moment, piercing the next. Her natural screen presence turns even the simplest lines into moments worth remembering. She doesn't need heavy makeup or dramatic camera angles, her expressions do the work. Audiences feel like they know her, and yet she keeps surprising them. That duality, the sweetness paired with subtle strength, has made Jia Yixuan one of the most watchable talents in a fiercely competitive space. In a world of stylized perfection, She brings something rare: honesty, charm, and the thrill of unpredictability. Ma Qiuyuan is the kind of beauty that doesn't just catch the eye, it tells a story. Her features are delicate, finely sculpted, almost as if painted with a classical brush. There's a quiet elegance in the way her brows arch, the softness in her gaze, the calm that lingers in her movements. She carries both the grace of a bygone era and the luminous clarity of modern charm, like tradition and today's spirit breathing through the same frame. But Ma Qiuyuan isn't just a pretty face. She's poetry in motion and performance. What sets her apart is not just her aesthetic appeal, but the way she brings depth to every role she inhabits. There's restraint in her acting, yes, but never a lack of emotion. You feel her characters not through melodrama, but through nuance. A pause, a glance, a barely there smile. She conveys volumes in silence. It's this subtle artistry that makes her performances linger long after the screen fades to black. In an industry often driven by flash and speed, Ma Qiuyuan moves with a rare stillness, grounded, refined, deliberate. She doesn't need to compete for attention. Attention finds her. There's something inherently soothing yet powerful about her presence, as if she's not acting at all, but letting fragments of her soul slip into the characters. She brings dignity, vulnerability, and precision, shaping each story with grace. Within the often chaotic world of short dramas, Ma Qiuyuan is a quiet revolution, not loud, not aggressive, but unmistakably transformative. Watching her feels less like entertainment and more like a reminder. Beauty, when paired with soul, never shouts, it simply stays. Zhaiyiying may not fit the conventional mold of stunning beauty, and that's exactly what makes her unforgettable. Her features are soft, her cheeks adorably full, and her face lights up with a smile so genuine it could brighten the dullest day. There's something warmly nostalgic about her, like the childhood friend who always made you laugh, or the girl next door who made everything feel a little more real. She's not the kind of actress who relies on flawless angles or exaggerated glamour. Instead, Zhaiyiying's charm lies in her authenticity, the way her round eyes sparkle when she smiles, the natural warmth she brings to the screen, and that unmistakable presence that lingers long after a scene ends. She doesn't demand attention. She earns it quietly, consistently, and with surprising grace. It's no wonder older audiences adore her. She radiates familiarity, kindness, and approachability, the type of energy that reminds people of home. But make no mistake, behind that gentle, girl next door image is an actress with remarkable emotional range and a sharp sense of timing. She knows how to draw you in, whether it's with a glance, a pause, or a line delivered just right. In a world that often prizes perfection, Zhaiyiying is a refreshing reminder that relatability is its own kind of power. She may not be the flashiest star in the room, but she's often the one you remember most because she doesn't just play a character. She makes you feel like you've known her all along, and in the ever-shifting world of short dramas, that kind of quiet resonance is pure gold. Among these 5 sweet-faced rising stars in the short drama world, who's your personal favorite? Do you have a go-to short drama you just can't get enough of? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your favorites in the comments and let's talk drama.